Yeah. Dear students, we are having the continuous topic. We have discussed in last class few of the definitions. The definitions are nothing but from Ohm's law. We are having few definitions which are nothing but resistance, afterwards resistivity, thereafter conductivity and conductance. All about them we have studied in previous video. Now in present video we are going to give the definition for current density. Sir, what is the current density? Now let me see here. For example, this is a conductor. The length of the conductor is nothing but, if you take L on this conductor, suppose if the Q charge accumulates on L length of conductor. Now by taking the ratio of this charge and length, okay, here we are going to define one of the physical quantity, that is nothing but linear charge density. For example, this is a plate. The area of the plate is A. On this plate, how much amount of charge has accumulated? Q charge has accumulates. Now in that case, by taking the ratio of, okay, this one, what is that? Sigma. That means ratio of charge per area is used rise to here surface charge density. Linear charge density, and this one is nothing but surface charge density. Right? Suppose if you take it here, one conductor, spherical conductor sphere which is having the area as well as volume. Now throughout the volume of conductor, if the Q charge has accumulated on this volume Q charge has accumulated. By taking the ratio of charge per volume, here we are going to define the volume charge density. That means along the length, if the charge has accumulated, means we can define here linear charge density. Along on the area, if the charge has been, means by taking the ratio of charge and area, we can define here surface charge density. On the volume of the conductor, suppose Q charge has accumulated, means we can define the volume charge density. Okay, related to charge, we have derived like this. Related to current, how we are going to define the current density. Now let me see here. Now actually, you just see here. Now this is a conductor, right? This conductor has connected to the external power supply or battery. Now, what is the voltage of battery has connected? Means V voltage of battery connected here. You just look at here. This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. Immediately when you have connected it like this, okay, inside the conductor, what will be set up here means electric field will be set up here like this. Now, as a result, okay, electrons are, that means electric field is set up inside the conductor. This electric field is set up inside the conductor. Okay, of course, that one I am going to take outside. Okay, right like this. Now, in the direction of, okay, electric field itself only, what will be there? Electric current direction also will be there. Why? Because, okay, when you have connected it like this, here electrons inside the conductor begins to drift, okay, like this electrons are begins to drift like this. Okay, now at any instant of time, if you take here, okay, area of cross section of the conductor, right? Now this is nothing but area of cross section of the conductor. Here I am taking it like this. Suppose whenever the external source has connected to the conductor like this, right? Now to this conductor, external source has connected like this. Idara external source no conductor connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. See, all electrons are begins to drift opposite to the direction of electric field. Now this is the direction of electric field. Okay, for this direction of electric field, in opposite direction, electrons, which are free electrons, which are present inside the conductor, begins to move. Suppose here, how many number of electrons are going to process the area of cross section here? Okay, those many electrons, if you take the ratio, those many electrons are constitute to electric current. That means here, this is the area of cross section. Here I am taking this is the A, right? In this area, how many number of electrons are passing means that gives the current. Okay, now by taking the ratio of current to area, here we can define the current density. That means you just look at here the ratio of electric current to area of cross section of conductor, area of cross section of conductor is the ratio of electric current to area of cross section of conductor is called current density. Is called current density. That means current density. Right. This current density, it is denoted by J bar. It is denoted by J bar. Right. Next line. Just look at here. Current density. Current density is equal to electric current divided by area. Electric current divided by area. That means current density means how we can write? Okay, J bar is equal to I divided by A bar. I divided by A bar. Now J bar is equal to I divided by A. Now this is nothing but here current density. Right? Here current density is a what kind of quantity means? Vector quantity. The direction of current density is in the direction of current we can take. In the direction of current. So here I may write here current density is a vector quantity. Is a vector quantity. Current density is a vector quantity. Just put here current density is a vector. Right? It's a unit. SI unit is current density. SI unit is, now look at here, this is current. Per current unit is ampere. Now this one is nothing but area. For area unit is meter square. Ampere per meter square is the unit, or otherwise now the same one how we can write means ampere meter power minus 2. Okay, now this is nothing but here current density. Once again you see here one current density means, okay, how much amount of current is flowing through the cross sectional area, that gives current density here. Right? In this area of cross section, how much current is flowing? I current is flowing means by taking the ratio of current to area, we can give a physical quantity that is said to be here current density. Yes, very simple definition. Current density is a vector quantity. Remember that current density is a vector quantity. Right? Yes. Right. Dear students, Now let me recall what we have studied in part 2 video lecture, current electricity video lecture part 2. What we have studied, right? First we have studied the Ohm's law. Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. From this one, R is equal to V by I we can write. Now from this one, resistance of the conductor is equal to resistivity into length divided by area. From this, resistivity is equal to resistance into area divided by length. Now reciprocal of the resistance is nothing but here conductance. Reciprocal of the resistivity is nothing but here conductivity. Now these things we have defined in last class. Now present class, here we have to derive the relation between J bar. J bar is nothing but here, that is current density. Sigma is nothing but here, that is conductivity, and E is nothing but here electric field. Among these three we have to derive the relation. Now to derive the relation here, what I am going to take here means, right, very first one is nothing but using the Ohm's law. Using the Ohm's law, right? What is the Ohm's law? Ohm's law is nothing but we are having the mathematical expression in Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. We are having V is equal to IR. We are having. Now this is nothing but equation number 1. That means potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor is equal to current into resistance. We are having. Right, but here we know that here what is that means, you just see. But we know that what is the resistance relation. We know that the relation of the resistance is nothing but R is equal to what is the resistance relation in terms of the length of the conductor and area of cross section. We can write resistivity rho into length of the conductor divided by area of cross section. Now this one we can consider as equation number 2. I can take. Now let me substitute equation number 2 in equation number 1. What we may get, let me see here. Now look at here, substituting equation 2 in equation 1. Let me see what we may have here. Right, equation number 1 is nothing but V is equal to I into this one is nothing but R. Instead of R, rho L divided by A. Of course we are here, right? And thereafter, if you see to that here, these two if you take, now this one is nothing but current and this one is nothing but area. By taking the ratio of current and this one, which is not this one is nothing but area. ಈ ಎರಡು ರೇಷಿಯೋ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ just look at here, by the definition of current density, right, by the definition of current density, what we can write here, V is equal to I divided by A is nothing but J bar into rho into what we can write, L. We can write. Next, afterwards, if you come to the point of here, now this is nothing but L. If you bring the L this side, let me see what happened here. Right here, if you bring the L value this side, V divided by L is equal to we may have here J into rho. We have J into rho. Rho is nothing but resistivity, right? But here but relation between electric field and potential. Electric field and potential. How we can write? Electric field is equal to potential difference divided by length. We can write right? Now from this one, this is, you can take this one, equation number 3, right? From this one, equation which one, 3 becomes, equation 3 becomes, E above relation equation 3 becomes, ಏನಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದಮ್ಮ, equation 3 is V by L is there. V by L, instead of V by L, what we can write? E we can write. So E bar is equal to, we can write, okay, J bar into L we can write. Okay, this J bar into sigma we can write. Right, this, sorry, J bar into rho we can write. This rho you bring this side. So what happened? E bar divided by rho it will becomes. So what is this term will become this side means the remaining is nothing but J bar. Okay, J bar as usual. Now J bar is equal to what we can write, 1 divided by sigma into E bar. So J bar is equal to, finally what I can write, okay, sigma into E bar I can write. Now this one is nothing but, okay, relation between current density, okay, conductivity and electric field. Here in bracket you just to write here, okay, 1 by rho is nothing but sigma. You can like that, right? ಇದನ್ನೇ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ vector form of Ohm's law. This one is also known as vector form of Ohm's law, right? This one is, the above relation is also known as, the above relation is also known as vector form of Ohm's law. Vector form of Ohm's law, right? ಈ relation current density sigma ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ relation ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ vector form of Ohm's law ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, the above relation is also known as vector form of Ohm's law. Once again I am going to, okay, re-explain this one. Now our aim is nothing but we have to derive the relation between sigma, J bar, sigma and E bar. J bar is nothing but current density, sigma is nothing but here conductivity, E bar is nothing but here electric field. Now to derive the relation between these three, first what I am going to take, I am going to take here Ohm's law. From the Ohm's law, V is equal to what I can write? V is equal to IR I can write. Potential difference equal to current into resistance. But we know that resistance R is equal to, what I can write here, resistance R is equal to, here few relations, okay, I have given earlier. R is equal to resistivity into length of the conductor into area of the resistor, right? I have given. Now this is equation number 1, equation number 2. By substituting equation number 2 in 1, we may get here V is equal to I rho L by A. But by taking the ratio of these two, okay, I by A, that means by the definition of current density, here V is equal to, in bracket here I am writing, in bracket here I am writing, J bar is equal to I divided by A, of course. Next to I divided by A, instead of this one J bar I have written, rho as usual, resistivity I have written, length I have written. If the length of the conductor I will bring this side, it will come to the denominator. Potential difference divided by length of the conductor equal to current density into resistivity. Now, but the relation between electric field and potential, okay, we are having E equal to V by L, V by B, V by X, whatever it may be. Potential by length or distance, so we can take. Now, from this one we are having here E is equal to V by L. That means in relation in the equation 1, equation 3 becomes E bar equal to J bar into sigma. J bar into rho. Okay, ಈಗ ಈ rho ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ electric field by, okay, resistivity is equal to current density. Now reciprocal of the resistivity is nothing but here conductivity, so I got this. Now finally, okay, here what I wanted to tell finally means from this relation, the relation right? The above relation is also known as vector form of Ohm's law. Yes, very very important relation, make it note, right? Yes. Right. Our next topic is expression for drift velocity in terms of relaxation time. How to tell. Now this is also important for how many marks means. Okay, this concept also important for 3 marks. Derivation is important for 3 marks. Right now this is a conductor. In this conductor, initially some number of electrons, free electrons, a large number of free electrons are having the large number of free electrons are having the random motion. Because of their random motion of electrons inside the conductor, the average velocity will becomes 0. That means in this one some number of electrons will be there inside the conductor. Now at room temperature, because of the thermal energy, all the electrons are having the random motion. Because of the random motion, the average velocity of all electrons inside the conductor is 0. Okay, that means what is the initial average velocity of all electrons inside the conductor means velocity of first conductor plus velocity of second conductor plus velocity of third conductor plus and so on plus velocity of last conductor. That means nth conductor divided by n we can write, where n is nothing but capital N. I am taking total number of electrons in the conductor, right? N number of electrons inside the conductor, okay, are moving randomly, because of their random motion. Okay, the initial velocity before applying the potential difference, the velocity is nothing but 0. Velocity of all electrons inside the conductor before applying the potential difference is 0. Suppose if you apply the here, right, potential difference across the ends of the conductor. Now these are the ends of the conductors. Now to these ends of the conductors, here how much potential difference I am applying here means the potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor is nothing but V potential difference has applied. When V potential difference has applied here, in the case, okay, the electrons which are inside the conductor, these electrons are, okay, drifting with a velocity V naught, Vd. Okay, they have the drift velocity. Like this, how many number of electrons are drifting? N number of electrons are drifting. Right? N number of electrons are drifting inside the conductor means, okay, when they are drifting means, okay, electrons are undergoes a successive collisions inside the conductor before they cross the cross-sectional area. That means when the potential difference is applied across the ends of the conductor, the electric field set up inside the conductor is E. In the direction of electric field only, what will be there? There will be a, okay, current. Now, sir, what is the length of the conductor? Length of the conductor is nothing but L. Sir, area of cross section of the conductor is nothing but A. You begin the writing notes, okay, like this. Consider a conductor of length L and area of cross section is A. Okay, has connected to a power supply of potential difference V. In the case, the electric field is set up inside the conductor. As a result, electrons are drifting, okay, opposite to the direction of electric field. That means the electrons which are present inside the conductor, these all electrons are drifting opposite to the direction of electric field. Drifting means they are acquiring the, why they are drifting? Because of those electrons are experiencing the force. That means here I am writing very first one. Force force experienced by the electron. Force experienced by the electron. What is the force experienced by the electron? Force equal to charge into electric field. ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ okay force F equal to F bar is equal to we can write Q E bar, where Q is nothing but charge of electron. We know that charge of electron is nothing but minus E minus small e into capital E. We can write, of course, this is nothing but equation number 1. Okay, now from thereafter we are having, sir, while the electrons are drifting, in that case, along with the charge, their mass also begins to move. Mass of the electron also begins to drift. Okay, so that from Newton's second law of motion, from Newton's which law? Second law. What is the Newton's second law? F bar is equal to F is equal to ma. We can. Now this is nothing but equation number, okay, which one? 2. Now both are same equation, F equal to F equal to. So by comparing equation 1 and 2, we may have here, what is the equation number 2? M A bar is equal to, we are having minus E bar, of course, add. Now from this one, A bar is equal to, what I can write? Minus E bar divided by M will come this side, so that is nothing but M. Okay, right, this is nothing but equation number 2. That means, sir, when the electric field is set up inside the conductor, whatever the free electrons are there, these free electrons are moving with a velocity Vd. This Vd is nothing but drift velocity, right? E is nothing but charge of electron. With what acceleration those electrons are moving means E bar divided by M. With these electrons, those electrons, with this acceleration, those electrons are moving. Okay, right. Thereafter, here we have to find out the velocity. That means after applying the electric potential, okay, velocity we have to find out. If there is only one electron means therefore directly we can find out the velocity. Okay, but here how many number of electrons are there? N number of electrons are there. Okay, N number of electrons are there means for every electron we have to measure here velocity, drift velocity, and finally we have to take the average of those many electrons. Okay, how many number of electrons are available inside the conductor? For all electrons we have to measure the velocity. From that we can take average means then we may get the drift velocity. Now to do this one, here I am having one equation, right? What is that means? Okay, kinematics, right? From the motion velocity we have to find out means, okay, kinematic equations we have to use. There are 3 kinematic equations are there. V is equal to U plus AT, S equal to UT plus half AT square, okay, V square minus U square equal to 2AS, okay, like these 3 equations are there. Now in which I would like to take first equation from the first kinematic equation. First kinematic equation is nothing but V is equal to U plus what we can take? AT we can take. V is equal to U plus AT. But V means final velocity. U means average velocity of electrons before applying. U means average velocity of electrons before applying the potential difference. V is nothing but average velocity of electrons after applying the potential difference. A is nothing but acceleration of each electron. T is nothing but average time of the electrons. Now this equation further how I can write means average velocity of all electrons means, okay, first initial velocity of electrons u1 bar plus u2 bar plus and so on plus un bar, okay, divided by total number of electrons, right? Next plus a, if you take it common, t is nothing but time period between the two collisions. So time period of the first electron plus time period of the second electron and so on plus Tn divided by total number of electrons. I can take it as this. Okay, here you just observe here. Now this average velocity is equivalent to drift velocity. Drift velocity means average velocity attained by the free electrons inside the electric field, in the presence of electric field, is called here drift velocity. Now drift velocity Vd bar is equal to this is before applying, okay, this one is nothing but 0. Next plus a bar into t. T is nothing but here average time between two successive collisions of all electrons is called here relaxation time. So relaxation time is denoted by which letter? Means it is denoted by a letter that is nothing but tau. We can write it as like this, right? You just remember this is the average time between the two successive collisions of, okay, electrons. Each electron we can take, right? Next, from this one here, by substituting equation 3 in our relation, right? Drift velocity Vd equal to, okay, we can write a is nothing but minus e capital E bar divided by m into tau. I can write that is nothing but v bar. So Vd bar is equal to magnitude of Vd bar, drift velocity equal to minus e bar divided by m into what I can write tau. Now this is magnitude. Okay, magnitude means negative sign will, okay, by forget, right? Next, drift velocity equal to e divided by m into what I can write, okay, tau. Now this is the expression for drift velocity. For drift velocity, see there is a expression. This expression, okay, terms are I am going to explain. E is nothing but charge of electron, capital is E is nothing but electric field, m is nothing but mass of electron, tau is nothing but relaxation time. Okay, here relaxation time till now we didn't get. Now we are introduced to the relaxation time. Sir, how to understand the relaxation time here? Okay, let me see. Now this is the conductor. Look at here. This is the conductor. Inside the conductor, okay, this is one electron. Suppose if the conductor has connected to a potential difference or battery supply like this, then in this case here one electron is there, here one electron is there, here one electron is there, here like this. Okay, when the electric field is set up inside the conductor, then electron begins to move. Okay, this electron will goes like this. When the electron goes like this, here what happening? One collision has taken place between this first electron and this electron. Now immediately this first electron direction is going to changing like this. Is it? Now here first one collision has taken place, and thereafter afterwards, okay, in between one and here another collision is going to take place, right? In between 1 and 2, okay, ಈ ಎರಡು collisions ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ in between these two collisions the electron is relax. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವ ತರ collision ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay, the time taken by the electron in between two successive collisions is nothing but here relaxation time. Relaxation time ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ collision, ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ collision ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಎರಡನೇ collision ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಜರ್ನಿ ಟೈಮ್ ನೇ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್ ನೌ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈಗ ಓಕೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್. One is nothing but drift velocity definition also I will give, and the second one is nothing but I will give the relaxation term. Just wait. Right, expression for drift velocity. Once again I am going to explain you what is that means. Here L length of and A area of cross section of conductor I have taken. This conductor has connected to a potential difference V. In the case, electric field set up inside the conductor is E. Current which is flowing through the conductor is nothing but I. When the electric field is set up inside the conductor, electrons inside the conductor has drifted with a velocity v. Okay, that is. Now, with what force here electrons are drifting means with F force electrons are drifting in this direction. Now, first the force experienced by the electron, okay, in the presence of electric field is nothing but F is equal to QE. We are writing. Now from this one, Q is nothing but charge. Charge of electron is E minus E. Now from the Newton's second law, F equal to ma. Right, ma equal to third equation here. Now here we have to find out the drift velocity. To find out the drift velocity, first kinematic equation I am using. What is the first kinematic equation? V is equal to U plus at. But here velocity V is nothing but velocity of electrons, average velocity of electrons after applying the potential difference. Okay, U is nothing but average velocity of electrons before applying the potential difference. Okay, acceleration T is nothing but average time between the two successive collisions, which is called here relaxation time. Now V average equal to, now all electrons know before applying potential difference. Okay, here velocity is nothing but 0 A into this one is nothing but average time of all electrons between two successive collisions, which is equal to, okay, tau. Tau is nothing but here relaxation time. Right, thereafter drift velocity is equal to EE. Magnitude if you take means you may get it like this. Yes, right. Yeah, dear students, now here is a definition for drift velocity. Drift velocity is defined as the average velocity gained by the free electrons of conductor in opposite direction opposite to direction of electric field. That means the velocity, average velocity attained by the gained by the free electrons in conductor opposite to the direction of electric field is called here drift velocity. See, here drift velocity is denoted by which letter? That is nothing but Vd. For this already I have derived the formula, that is drift velocity Vd is equal to E m divided by m into tau. I have derived this one. Right? Next, sir, drift velocity is depends on what factors? Sir, drift velocity is depends upon the two factors which are nothing but nature of the conductor. That means what type of conductor you have taken. Depending upon it is different. Okay, whether you have taken copper conductor, silver conductor, aluminum conductor, and so on. Depending upon that, okay, drift velocity, average velocity attained by the free electrons will be there. Next one, apply the electric field. Suppose if you apply the more electric field to the conductor, drift velocity of the electron becomes more. Okay, if the electric field is less, drift velocity also less. Okay, right. Next one. This is about the drift velocity. And thereafter, relaxation time or mean free path time. Relaxation time or mean free path time means just now I have told. Now this is a conductor. This conductor, after connecting to the external power supply or battery, okay, then electric field has set up inside the conductor. In that case, the number of electrons, the electron which is drifting, this electron is undergoing a successive collisions with the atoms already present inside the conductor. That means inside the conductor other than free electrons, okay, remaining atom will be there, ions also will be there. Now these electrons, when it is passing through the cross sectional area, okay, this one is undergoes a series of collisions, okay, in between two successive collisions. Means, for example, if you take here first collision for this electron, first collision is taking place at this atom, and afterwards this electron direction has changed downward direction. Second collision has taken place like this, right here. In between these two collisions, whatever the time is spent by the electron, that time is called here relaxation time. That means it is an average time interval between two successive collisions of electrons with the fixed atoms or ions in the metal. Here, relaxation time is denoted by a letter, that is nothing but tau. Okay, right. Here on note I am doing, relaxation time is increases with decrease in temperature. Temperature of the conductor decrease agide, okay, aವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ relaxation time increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is y and vice versa. Okay, reverse also correct. Yes, make it. Yeah, dear students, after having the derivation of relation sigma j equal to sigma e bar and drift velocity derivation, we are having one more derivation. What is that? Means derive the expression for I is equal to NEAVD. That means we have to derive the expression for current in terms of drift velocity. We have to derive. Now this relation is important for 5 marks. Okay, very simple mark. A little bit some concept we have to understand here. Just see. Now very first one what I am going to take here means, see, I have taken here one conductor of its length is nothing but L, and whose cross sectional area is nothing but A I have taken. That means I have considered here L length of, that means while you are writing the notes also you have to write it like this one. Consider a conductor of length L and area of cross section A has connected to across two ends, okay, to a potential difference V. Now immediately when the conductor has connected to the potential difference V, okay, here what happens means electric field is set up inside the conductor, that is nothing but E. Right, in this direction only what will be there here? Current also will be there, that is nothing but I. See, now here electron, when the external electric power supply, whenever this conductor has connected, whenever this conductor L length of the conductor has connected to the external power supply, then the electron inside the conductor is drifting with a velocity Vd, okay, opposite to the direction of electric field, opposite to the direction of electric field. Now in that case this electron has to move from this end to this end, okay, that means rightward end to leftward end, okay, here to here this electron has to move with a velocity v. Of course, to move the electron from here to here, what is the time taken? Means the time taken is nothing but here delta t. In a delta t time, electron can be travel from one end of the conductor to the end of the conductor. In that case, what I want to know here means, very first one is nothing but distance moved by the electron, distance moved by the electron. Right, now from this end to this end, what is the distance traveled by the electron? Is equivalent to the length. So distance traveled by the electron is equal to L is equal to, we can write Vd into what we can write here, delta t. Delta t is nothing but time in which the electron is moving from one end to other. How I have taken this equation? We are having, okay, speed equal to distance by time. From this one, distance equal to speed into time. But here distance is nothing but equivalent to length, and velocity is nothing but it is a drift velocity. Okay, right. Next, this electron. The electron is traveling. Where this electron is traveling? Electron is traveling inside the volume of the conductor. That means number of electrons are. So next, what I would like to take here means, right, value of the conductor. Value of the conductor. Right, step by step. First, draw the diagram. Thereafter, consideration you write how I have told. Okay, beginning of this derivation, like that you write, and thereafter step by step you write. Okay, volume of the conductor. Volume of the conductor, comma, capital V is equal to what I can write? Volume is equal to ಏನಮ್ಮ formula? Area into length. Right? Area is nothing but A, and length is nothing but here. What I can take? L length. Right? Actually, volume of the conductor, comma, V is equal to area A. You let it be right like this only. But length means what I got here? That is Vd into delta T. Okay, right now this is nothing but volume of the conductor. And thereafter, sir, here this is totally volume of the conductor. Okay, that means I don't know what is the volume. 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit, 5 unit, I don't know exactly. But if you take 1 unit volume of the conductor means 1 unit means, okay, in this huge value, okay, any one part, a small part, that means 1 meter length, 1 meter square area of cross section. Like that, if you take it means, okay, how many number of electrons? That means here I am writing number of electrons moving in unit volume of the conductor. Number of electrons moving in unit volume of the conductor. Unit volume of the conductor means in this complete portion, a small portion. For example, if you take, okay, this is nothing but unit volume. In this unit, okay, this is nothing but if you take 1 meter length, 1 meter square area of cross section means, okay, this is unit. In this unit, how many number of electrons will be there? Means some small n number of. That means number of electrons, that is n is equal to total number of electrons divided by 1. Total number of electrons divided by volume, we can write. Total number of electrons divided by 1. Okay, now n is equal to total number of electrons. Okay, only within this one, how many number of electrons will be there? N number of electrons will be there, small n. Okay, in whole conductor, how many number of electrons will be there? Capital N number of electrons will be there within this complete volume of the conductor. So here I can write capital N divided by VI. Okay, where capital N is nothing but total number of electrons inside the conductor. V is nothing but volume of the conductor. Small n is nothing but here. Okay, volume density. Volume electron density. Volume electron density means number of electrons per volume. Okay, so that is used here. Okay, small n. Small n means number of electrons per unit volume. Right? Next. Thereafter, if you come to the other part, only in unit volume I have taken the number of electrons. Now, total number of electrons, suppose if I take means, that means, look at here. Total number of electrons moved in conductor. Total number of electrons moved inside the conductor, comma, capital N is equal to n ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದಮ್ಮ, small n into V. V is nothing but volume of the conductor. Now from this one, capital N is equal to a small n and V. V is nothing but volume of the conductor. What is the volume of the conductor here? Is nothing but A into Vd into how much ma? Delta T. Okay, see, volume of the conductor I have substituted here. Now, suppose if these many number of electrons are passes through the or moving through the conductor means what is the charge? That means total charge, okay, moved inside the conductor. That means charge. That means total charge will take total charge inside the conductor. Total charge moved inside the conductor. Okay, they have moved inside conductor. Comma total average charge, that is delta Q is equal to charge Q equal to. Actually, total charge we want to do right means okay. How many number of electrons are there? That means number of, you just look at here, number of electrons into charge, number of electrons into charge of each electron. So total charge of delta Q equal to total number of electrons inside the conductor is n. Okay, charge of each electron is E, we can write minus E we can write, but B you just minus E if you take, right, or only E also you can take, right, E. Next charge will come. Now delta Q is equal to total number of electrons are nothing but N A V D into delta T into charge of electron E. We can take, of course, magnitude if you take it means then the charge is nothing but here N E A V D into what I can write delta T. Okay, now for n number of electrons moving inside the conductor, okay, for those number of electrons the charge is nothing but N E A V D into delta. Now we are having by the definition of current definition by the definition of current. Right, what is the current definition? Current definition is equal to charge divided by time, average charge divided by time. Right, from this one I is equal to average charge. Okay, look at here, how much is there? N E A V D into delta T divided by delta T. Right, what are the terms are going to cancel with each other? Delta T cancel. So the remaining is I is equal to N E A V D. I is equal to N E A V D. Now this is nothing but the expression for electric current in terms of drift velocity. Okay. Now very important question mark. Once again I will explain. Now derive the expression for I equal to NEAVD or expression for current in terms of drift velocity. First, let us consider a length of the conductor L and area of cross section A has connected to the potential difference V. In that case, the electrons inside the conductors drifted with a velocity Vd opposite to the direction of electron. Now, the distance moved by the electron is nothing but Vd into delta T. Okay, why? Because from this end to this end, the distance traveled by the electron is nothing but L. Okay, of course, to move from here to here, the average time is how much with a velocity delta T, Vd is nothing but right. Now, what is the whole volume of the conductor? Means volume of the conductor is nothing but V A into L. Right, V is equal to A. L is nothing but what is there? Vd into delta. And therefore, sir, in a unit volume, idu baribaardu. Okay, exam alli that means idralli right only ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ. Right, number of electrons moving in unit volume of the conductor. ಈ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is nothing but total number of electrons divided by volume. Total number of electrons, that means unit volume only small u, whole conductor only capital M. So n is equal to nv. ಇದರಿಂದ total number of electrons moved in conductor equal to n is equal to n into v, nv. right? N is equal to N into V. V is nothing but volume of the conductor. A VD into delta T. A VD into delta T. Okay, total NaVd into delta T number of electrons are moving inside the conductor in whole volume. Right? For each electron, the charge is nothing but E. So multiply the charge, whole charge moved inside the conductor is nothing but NeaVd into delta T. Now, by the definition of electric current, I got here I is equal to NeaVd. Yes, right. Now, another very important question. Now, this question have asked twice in examination. This question carries 5 marks in examination point of view. Right, now see what is the question means. Derive the expression for electrical conductivity. For electrical conductivity, we have derived the expression. That means that formula sigma equal to Ne square tau divided by m. We have to derive. Now, to derive this relation, okay, what are the things we are having? We just see. Once again, you write the consideration. Consider a conductor of length L and area of cross section A has connected to a external power supply of voltage V. Okay, then the electric field is set up inside the conductor, due to which electron is drifted opposite to the direction of electric field. For this electric field, opposite to direction of electric field, electron is drifted. Okay. Now here the current inside the conductor is nothing but I of course. Right. Now here after the consideration, right. Now the relation between, just now we have derived here, the relation between current and drift velocity. The relation between current and drift velocity. Just now we have derived here. Okay, what is that? I is equal to NeaVd. I is equal to NeaVd. So this is equation number 1. But look at here. Here I is nothing but current, N is nothing but number of electrons per unit volume, E is nothing but charge of each electron, A is nothing but area of cross section, Vd is nothing but drift velocity. Right? But by substituting instead of drift velocity, we know the drift velocity relation. Right? By substituting Vd is equal to Em divided by m into tau in equation 1. That means in equation 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ drift velocity formula substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ಲ. Right? I is equal to Nea instead of Vd E divided by m into what I can write tau here. Right? Now from this one, I is equal to, here I am having n E into E square A thereafter E divided by m into tau here. Now this is the current I got. Okay, like this. Now this is nothing but equation number what I can take? Equation number 2. Right? Afterwards, we are having the current density definition. Right? Look at here. By the definition of current density. Now what is the current density? J bar equal to I divided by A. Now from this one, I is equal to what I can write? J into A. J bar into A. Right? Now from this one, if instead of I in equation 1, if you substitute this one, let me see. Now this is you take 3. Now from equation 2 and 3. From this equation number 2 and 3, what we may get? Okay, let me see. Right, instead of A, J bar into A is equal to N E square A electric field by M into tau in both sides. A get cancelled. Right, thereafter J bar is equal to here I may write N E square tau you write here, tau divided by M into E bar I can write. Okay, like this. Right, now this is nothing but equation number 4. Right, but we have what is the relation between J bar is equal to sigma E bar? One relation we are having, that is nothing but equation number 5. Now ಈ equation number 4 ಮತ್ತು equation number 5 ಎರಡು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, right, look at here, from equation number 4 and 5, right, ಎರಡನ್ನು ಓಕೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಏನು ಬರಬಹುದು? ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ E bar is equal to ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ N E square tau divided by M into E bar. So both sides E bar cancel. Sigma is equal to what I can write? N E square tau divided by M I can write. Now this is nothing but here, okay, conductivity, electrical conductivity. Simple ma, previously, okay, ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ, that means previously whatever the known equations or relations are there, by using them we have to solve this. Right, here we know that one more thing. What is that means? Here note, you write note. What is that means? Sigma equal to rho equal to resistivity, rho equal to 1 by sigma, is it? Now from this one, resistivity rho equal to 1 by sigma means 1 divided by N E square tau divided by M we can write. From this one, resistivity equal to M divided by N E square into tau I can write. Now this is also one of the relation for resistivity. Now this is for conductivity, this is for resistivity, but exam point of view for us, okay, first one is important. Now you just listen to me once again. Derive the expression for conductivity. Here I have taken one L length of the conductor of area of cross section A. If it is connected to the external power supply V, then the electric field is set up inside the conductor is E, current is I. Now in that case, electrons are drifting with the velocity V0. We know that the relation between electric current and drift velocity I equal to NEAV. Vd is nothing but drift velocity. Drift velocity formula is nothing but E by M into tau. If this relation, this drift velocity is substituted in equation 1, okay, let me see what we may get here after simplification. Equation number. Now, by the definition of, okay, current density, J equal to I by A. I equal to what we can write? J. Right? This is equation 3. Right? From these two, we may have A cancel, later we got here. Right? J bar, E bar is there. We are having related to the current density and the electric field. One relation we are having, that is, okay, J bar equal to sigma M. This is vector form of Ohm's law antanu karittivi ನಾವು. Right? Next, after simplification, sigma equal to NE square tau divided by M. Right? Ade reciprocal of the resistivity is equal to conductivity. Ulta madidre resistivity equal to 1 by conductivity. So from this one, resistivity ಏನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು? Equation relation. So whatever the video right now I am going to uploading in YouTube, this video is very important. Here I have derived 4 equations. 2 or 3 marks important, 2 or 5 marks important. Okay, concepts are given. Yes, next.